And see on the left-hand side, I have a calendar client open. I'm going to double-click on one of the Major League Baseball games that is loaded into my calendar client. You see it there. That is for July 13th, which is today. I've already loaded this data into the AWS Calendar Invite server by sending it using this command, create@calendarsnack.com. Now what I'm going to do is change that data here, and you'll see it live in the data window. I will click here for the 13th. That is today. Let's scroll down for the Orioles at the Marlins. Let's see here. Let's go to Baltimore, and I'm scrolling down. There it is there. Okay, so on the same page here, this is the data from my personal calendar client that is mapped to the AWS Calendar server. This AWS Calendar server takes data injection by just using a simple command. This simple command in today's demo is create@calendarsnack.com. So let me change the data here. Stop by the booth 678 for a free beer. So let's just call this a promotion for now. Let me save the data. I'm going to save it there by just hitting the save command. That's for the Orioles at the Marlins. Here it is here, Orioles versus Marlins. You're going to see on the AWS Calendar Invite server that we're going to update this data. And let me try it one more time. And you'll see that the data is talking to the pipeline. And we just injected stop by the booth 678 for a free beer. So let's just pretend downstream. Now you're getting ready to send out a upcoming landing page you can share to get people to your event. And let's just include some of this picker stuff here. I'm interacting with an app called the Calendar Snack, and the Calendar Snack is just a free demo app, a giveaway with the AWS Calendar Invite server to demonstrate how all our APIs work. So let's go to Baltimore. There it is there. You'll see that there's the offer there. I'm going to put in Zach's email address here. Zach's calendar client or email client's over here on the right. We're going to pretend that this was shared with from the organizer, that this upcoming web page is out. And I'm going to click one button. And you're going to see that Zach over here is going to receive the calendar invite from the AWS Calendar Invite server here in a second. There it is there. I'll go ahead and expand this screen. He's going to say maybe to the event. I'm going to go back to AWS Calendar Invite server console, and you can see in the console we can review data. Here are the upcoming events. And then in particular, I can drill into the 13th. There's the 13th. I'm going to go down to Baltimore, which is now the top one. You can see that one calendar invite receipt has been sent back to the AWS Calendar Invite server. You can see that this data is right here. And you can see that Zach over here has responded yes to it, and that's his calendar receipt here. Now let's go back through the pipeline one more time. We're going to do Orioles versus Marlins. I'm going to go ahead into change this one more time. And now you're going to see the full service of the pipeline from the calendar client of the organizer to the AWS Calendar Invite server. The Calendar Invite server has sent out downstream a calendar invite to Zach, and you're going to see from an organizer's point of view how this data is changed on the AWS Calendar Invite server. I'll say for a free beer and a hot dog. So as I update the data in the pipeline, you're going to see what goes on here in the consoles themselves, the console of the AWS Calendar Invite server, and certainly the console of the other calendar client downstream of somebody that has said, I want to go to the game, and that particular game is the Baltimore Orioles. Now you can see the data now has been sent out and updated. Zach's going to say, yes, I'm going to go to the game. And you can see here, once I update the data panel here for the AWS Calendar Invite server, you'll see that the free beer was there, and then we added the hot dog. That's it for the demo. Thanks for stopping by.